Morning, guys. We made it. We got here just a little bit ago. My kids were struggling this morning to get out the door. I woke up like at 5 o'clock, like exactly 5 o'clock, and I actually feel a little bit more rested than yesterday. But I did notice that my husband was awake since like 3 something and he was on his phone. So I don't know how he's going to function today, but he's been awake. And yeah, I don't know if it's just my brain or what, but I had like the tiniest bit of the HEB nighttime medicine left over. I mean, like the tiniest bit. It didn't even make like a half tablespoon. Well, maybe it was like a half tablespoon. Maybe it was just, my brain thinking, I don't know, but it helped me sleep. And so I slept all the way through. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, yeah, I was able to sleep. So I feel kind of refreshed today. I said my prayer in the car before the kids entered the car. I felt like it was a bit rushed, but we were rushing. But my son did come out with his like new little lanyard that he bought. It's like he found one that was Sonic and he found one that was Ninja Turtles, and it has like a little pizza box, which is super cute. He found it at the Hidden Treasures. He purchased it himself with his art commission money. He's made about, I think, $105, a little bit. Then my mom gave him like $20, and then I gave him like $6, and then I gave him another $3, and I still owe him $3, but he's been kind of like helping us here and there, and then I have to pay him back and stuff like that. So it's just been like, I'm so proud of him. He's been doing so well. And so he was able to find like a Splatoon gun. I don't know, it was Monday. I think it was Monday. And he found those little, keyhole, the lanyards. And then he found some other stuff, but those are the 3 things he got. And so he put the Ninja Turtle one on today that had like the little pizza box and looked cute. And he has his headphones and he has like his little style. My daughter brought her little blanket and she has her mask on, but she is feeling a little bit better. So I was praying so much for her to feel better because I didn't want to see her like that. And she cannot take being sick the way me and my son were because, she's always had difficulty with her lungs. And so I've been praying so much for it just to go away. But yeah, I guess she feels comforted by the little blanket. And since the other girl brings her blanket, I guess she feels like it's okay to bring it. So anyway, we're here. I feel a little bit better today. Yesterday was a little bit harder in the morning. We just got home and knocked out. My daughter took like a 4-hour nap, so I think I did too because I was that tired. But I was still feeling off like all the way till like maybe 1-ish. Made breakfast like that late. You guys got to see it on my Facebook page that we ate super late yesterday. And I was reading a book. I showed it to you guys yesterday in the Makeup Live that I've been reading this book called Reflection of Emma Smith. And so it's a pretty good book. I just started it. But I found out quite a bit of things. And I was telling my husband about them, and he thought they were interesting, and he actually wanted me to tell him about it during his lunch break. And so I was reading about Joseph Smith and what like his height was. He was like 6'2", he had blue eyes, he had light brown hair, He was, I don't remember I don't remember. I'm trying to remember, guys, because, I remember I was tired. And then Emma Smith. What else can I tell you? Oh, okay. So about Joseph. So he did a lot of physical labor. He didn't have a lot of education. But he worked really hard. And I'm trying to remember which kid he was. I don't know if he was. I don't want to confuse them. I don't remember, guys. I will have to tell you. I'll have to read it again, and then I will tell you about it. And then Emma, she was studying about culinary, and she was really good at herbal medicines. And I believe she was the 7th one out of 11 children, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully I'm not mixing them up. She had a really strong Christian background. I believe her family was Methodist, and she was something else, but I think the dad converted or something like that. But she had really dark, I think, black hair. She was more light complected. Apparently, the dad, so Emma and Joseph met, and they started catching feelings for each other. So, Emma really liked the strong background, that Joseph had, of his faith. And even though he didn't attend church and stuff, he would read the scriptures, and she just liked the way he was. And so Joseph went to her dad and wanted to ask to see if he could date her. And he wanted to marry her, but the dad did not want them to get married or date or whatever. And so apparently they eloped. So I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, then I started reading about how Joseph borrowed a carriage and how he ended up going up to Hill Cumorah, where he would meet with the angel Moroni, and he would tell him where he could get the plates, and then that would later become the Book of Mormon. And then apparently Emma was not allowed to see the plates, but she was one of the first witnesses that he received those plates. So I'm at that point. I kind of wanted to start reading more, but that's when my husband called me. I talked to my mom. I ended up doing a makeup video, but it just remained on my bed until my husband got home. And and then I struggle a lot with my eyesight, guys, so I have to do different things to kind of bring my vision back. I suffer with stigmatism, so it's a little bit hard because my eyesight, it zooms, it unfocuses, and so I hate it, because I love to read. I'm a fast reader, but I have a hard time reading. Sometimes I have to reread things, especially if there's noise, I have a hard time concentrating. I like a really quiet place to be able to concentrate and actually enjoy and understand what I'm reading. If there's too much noise, I have a hard time, and my kids already know, I just have to close the door. And while they're doing their homeschooling, I take the time to actually learn something too. It's, I love to learn something new all the time. And so it's a really great book. I can't wait to get home and actually read some more. So, what else? There was something at the very beginning of the book that I wanted to share. Yeah, I remember I liked the cover of the book, but what I liked the most is how it was describing Emma and what kind of a person she was and how she stood faithful to her husband, even through all the trials that she had, the loss of the baby, the murder or the assassination of her husband. Like it was a lot for her, and for her to like carry on, like that was just, he was persecuted and they went through a lot. And I think as a wife, like, it's just, I don't know. It's admirable, to see the strength that she had and the love she had for him. And I kind of like, not that I've gone through what she's gone through, but like, I kind of like admire her strength. And I feel like I'm a lot like her in different ways. Like, obviously, like, not what they went through, but the challenges that have come about in my life with like a lot of health issues, and like how I stand by my husband, and how, I never give up. And like, so I don't know, like, I really enjoyed reading about what kind of a woman she was. And I'm so grateful that we look up to her in our Relief Society, because I feel like she is a strong woman that we can all reflect from and try to emulate a bit, because I mean, she went through a lot. You have to have a lot of courage to do and to stand by someone who was being persecuted. And so I just really enjoy watching that book. I think it's amazing. I think, people should check it out. I wanted to do a video about it specifically and like kind of read it, like, cause I have like a book club on my YouTube channel, and I used to read a lot of like Ensign books on there, or like books that I've picked up, and I read like a chapter and stuff. I really miss doing that. But sometimes, like, I have a hard time with my eyesight, and so I hate to stop and then like have to like, but I think that if you watch some of those videos, they're pretty good, because after I read the chapter to you, I kind of reflect on it and I kind of share my thoughts on it. And I think people can learn from that. And so I've shared that. If I do videos like that, I will put them, I have a group that I have several groups, and I have so many pages, guys. I manage more than 20 pages, but, I have one that says healing takes time. I have one that has, like, God provides. I have another one that, is, the book club. So I put stuff there. So if I start something like that and I just want to share it, I'm going to end up putting it in the book club group. And obviously it's going to be on this page, because I wanted to like, I want it to be able to help many people. And so, yeah. So anyway, that's just a really great book. And I think it kind of helped me like uplift my spirits. And yeah, because yesterday, I know that the live that I did yesterday was a little bit more like down. Like, I was struggling. I was like not feeling the best. But I still stand by what I said. I still feel like, it's a good idea. I don't know. It helps me to get up every morning, to get dressed, to kind of like, get out the door and, be able to see the sunrise and be able to do something with my kids and make them be accountable to show up to seminary and everything. So I know, like, today, because I'm more rested, I feel a little bit more happy to be here. Yesterday, I was just struggling. I was tired. I think sleep is so important, and we need to get better quality of sleep. And so far right now, I'm still having to use something to help me sleep, because if not, I'm just like constantly just thinking about just random things and just so many things, and just it won't shut off. And so, yeah, I think yesterday I was quite exhausted, but I also rested. As soon as I got back from seminary, I shut the world out and I knocked out. I needed that rest. And so did my daughter. She felt refreshed after having that nap. But granted, I know a lot of these kids that come to seminary do not have the same opportunity. They have to go straight to school, and but in my defense, I'm older, right? These youngsters have a lot of energy, and they can do a lot of things. Like, I used to be able to do a lot more when I was in my 20s. I started teaching seminary like when I was 27. So it's a huge difference from 27 to 45. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm 45 now. Todo me duele. I'm tired. My hormones are all over the place. Hot flashes are real. You can see in my makeup video that I did yesterday, I was hot. I was burning up. And I'm constantly having to shower because it's like, these things are real, which could probably tell you why I'm always so tired. And, it's crazy. And the more I get older, like, I just feel like I have more ojeras, I feel like a zombie most days. Like, I'm tired, and I hate it. But today I feel a little bit better. And I'm just trying my best, guys. Like, I don't know, these live videos are going to be different every single time. And I talked to my mom yesterday. I wanted to talk to her more, but when I called her, I was all into the conversation and trying to tell her, things, but she was busy. She was at the doctor's office, and, somebody had made her upset. I was upset because they made her upset. And then, so then I had to let her go, and then, I lost it. And then when she called me back, I was just like, ya se me había pasado. And so, yeah, it was an interesting day yesterday. It was an interesting day. My hubby and I did go out for a little while yesterday. Had to do some stuff, had to do some errands. We went to HEB, got some food. We had a little bit of time for ourselves. He was so tired by 8 o'clock. It was I think 8 something, and he just got home and he crashed. He just knocked out. He was so tired. Me and the kids still ate at that time, but that was my second meal of the day. So, me and the kids usually normally eat 2 times throughout the day, or sometimes we'll snack here and there. But, I bought a rotisserie chicken. I wanted to keep it simple. I bought a rotisserie chicken. I was craving a croissant. That's what I had. Had a few small hot Cheetos, and that's what I had for dinner. I kept it, simple. Put a little bit of Chick-fil-A sauce on it, though. It's pretty good. Have a croissant, put some rotisserie chicken in there, eat it with some Chick-fil-A sauce. It's good. And you add a couple of hot Cheetos. I'm just saying. It's pretty good. Hi, Brittany. Good morning, my dear. I'm sorry. If you left, I'm sorry. Listening to guy from the gym. Love you. Good. I'm glad. Brittany, look. I'm wearing the shirt you gave me. I'm wearing this really pretty brown shirt. Yesterday, I actually wore the black shirt. So I'm so grateful for you, because honestly, a lot of the pieces that I found on there, have been fitting me pretty well. And I don't think I would have chose some of them for me. Even the shirts, I feel like they're a little bit higher. I usually get more of the V, unless it's a t-shirt, it'll be like this. But I like having somebody to style me. And that's what I'm getting. I have been able to try on things that I normally wouldn't pick for myself. And so I'm grateful for you, because without you, I wouldn't be, trying new things. It's kind of like with couponing. I would try new things every time I would coupon, because I wanted to get the deal. And when I got the deal, it forced me to try something. And so, yeah, I was kind of thinking about that in the morning. I was kind of it kind of reminds me of couponing, because, I'm trying new things. And so I really like this brown color on me. I have some brown shoes on, and I have my black leggings. I was going to do the little, blue, jean, capri pants that, you sent. And I just felt no, I need to do black. I I still stick to my guns with certain things, but I really like that I was able to, style myself with pieces that, came from you. And so I'm grateful for you, my dear, because you do have a pretty good style. I'm still trying on stuff. I didn't do like a little, like a try on video because I wanted to make sure that they were going to fit me. Now that because I've just been on other things that I've been just so tired. So in the morning is kind of like when I go and I kind of sneak through the bag and I kind of like see if I like could try something on and see what fits or whatever. I'm excited to try on that green dress, but I'm going to have to wait probably till Sunday because, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I have this little brown shirt on, which I love. I love this color, I wish I had it more like in a long sleeve, only because I think it would be such a great piece for winter. But, I still love it. I still love it. I could actually wear this with a jean jacket and then like a really nice necklace. And I don't know. I'm just kind of like thinking, and then I could actually use it with the necklace that Sister Rosarena gave me, So anyway, yeah, so those are some of the things that we did yesterday, and I am feeling a little bit better today. I prayed to feel better, but I still think, it's a good idea for me to do those kind of videos because I think I would be serving, and, when we have tough days, like Rihanna was not having things yesterday, I just felt really bad dragging her here. And so I just kind of prayed a lot, been forcing her to like take her medicine. She took her medicine 3 times yesterday and she's been feeling pretty good. So thank the Lord. Makes my life easier when the kids are in a better mood and not just like the teens. The teens are hard to handle. And so, yeah, you see a lot of them show up here and they're like dragging, but they're showing up. But I do see them, most of the girls go straight into class. The boys, they kind of go to the bathroom, they go that way, and then they come back and they're just like walking like, oh, they're tired and stuff. And so I always force my kids to both go in together unless, like they really have to go to the bathroom, or like my son or my daughter that they've been sick and stuff. I let them go to the bathroom or whatever and then come. But I like to see them go in through the side door so that I know that they just, they're going in quickly. So anyway, ¿qué más les cuento? Well, my hubby really enjoyed the makeup look that I did yesterday. He was like hugging me a ton when he saw me. And so that made me feel really nice that he enjoyed that I looked a little bit more dolled up. So right now, this morning, I thought I would do a little bit more. Normally I just show up and I just have, my clothes on and I just put on some jewelry, but I hadn't been doing any type of like makeup or anything because it's early and I just kind of want to get out the door. So you should feel proud of me. I put on a little bit of blush. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I have a little bit of blush on. No foundation, no nothing, just a little bit of blush just to give me some colors. You can kind of see the color. And I put like a lipstick and a lip oil just so that I don't look so washed out. Because sometimes, because I look back on the videos that I create and I'm like, you can see like I was in a different angle and you can see my little double chin or whatever. So like I'm trying to straighten up a little bit so that doesn't show up on the videos porque no, o sea, se mira mal. So yeah, and I was able to straighten my hair because I look like a lion this morning. My hair was so like fluffy because I had showered at night and my hair wasn't fully dry. So I blow dried my hair. It feels super soft, but instead of like rolling it out, like I normally do with a round brush, I love that look, but I didn't want it today. I kind of just forced it to go down so you can kind of see it going more down. It's not completely flat. The only time I get it flat is when I do it with the iron, but the flat iron. But I don't like to really flat iron because it damages my hair. I've been noticing that it's been coming in super healthy. So yeah, I want to keep it that way. And they say that you shouldn't really do a lot of heat, even though I do blow dry my hair, but you shouldn't do a lot of heat on your grays because then they start turning yellow. And I don't want that. And so I like the way they are right now. When I see them in the sun, they kind of look like little tinsels in my hair, and I think that's really, really cute. So, yeah. See, my bangs are starting to grow, and they're almost there, but I want them to be here. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to cut some more because I kind of like the little black at the ends. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm just going to keep letting them grow and then maybe cut some up here so that I still have like the white, but I still want to keep some of the, I don't know. But for right now, I'm trying to let them grow. So yeah. ¿Qué más les cuento? ¿Qué más les cuento? I don't know, guys. I'm tired. It's 6:39. I don't really have much more to say. I pretty much share everything online. I have been, I can talk about this. I've been revamping some of the things that I used to write when I stopped working last year since August. I stopped working last year since August. Obviously, I'm still doing Facebook and stuff, but I'm not working with my sister anymore. It's been a while. It's been a little bit over a year. So I stopped working on August 28th of last year. And so it's been a year. And in my memories, because Facebook has a feature where you can see your memories, you're able to see, what you were doing. And so I've been seeing a lot of the pieces that I wrote after coming out of the temple. And some of them were just pictures. And so I'm revamping those and making them into reels. A lot of those things have already passed, obviously, because I wrote them then. But some of those goals I've already met, like the work that I did for my dad in the temple. And so some of them you might be reading and you might be seeing those reels and you might be thinking, wow, like she's still working on that. But no, like I just revamp them and make them into reels so that it can reach more people. Because everybody has different times. I've noticed that people come to my page at certain times or they see certain things at a different time. And I'm kind of like, I did that like a month or two ago and people are just seeing them. So I'm just kind of revamping them and putting them on my page. And then you guys can go and scroll through them whenever you want. But I do agree with my daughter. I have so much stuff on there. I know it's kind of hard to go through all of the stuff I have. I try to put them through playlists. I've been a little bit lazy on that, right? Like these past couple of weeks, I haven't been putting them into a playlist, but I will try my best to put them into playlists. But even then, you have so much content to look through, and if you can't find it here, they're all on Instagram, they're all on YouTube. So it's like, and with YouTube as well, I have playlists. But I've been a little bit lazy over there too, and putting the videos in certain playlists. And I know I need to do better with that. But sorry, it is what it is. I'm human. So if you're seeing those things, that's why. Still trying to be more present though with my videos. I'm trying to make more present videos and not just reshare older things. But I do like to reshare older things because those are still very significant and I think they have a powerful message and they were written with a lot of love and a lot of meaning. At that time I felt the spirit so present, and that's why I'm resharing them, revamping them, and they bring me joy to see and to read. And so it might help somebody at some point in time in their life, and that's why I'm revamping them and resharing them, and hopefully it helps somebody. And so, yeah, if you see that on my page, that's what I'm doing. And I'm going to have to take those and now share them to my YouTube channel because they are not on my YouTube channel. People that are on my Facebook, which I have way more than on my YouTube channel, but my numbers are growing on YouTube, so that's good. And slowly Instagram is starting to go up. I haven't hit the 1,000 yet, but maybe by the end of the year or something. It's kind of growing. But I have way more people here on Facebook. So anyway, What else? ¿Qué más les cuento? ¿Qué más les cuento? Uh, I wanted to touch the other books that I got from the sister. They're kind of like calling my name. Even though I want to kind of, because like when I was working with my sister, I would tell her about all the books that I had, and she'd be like, you need to like learn to read one book at a time. I'm like, because I'm not like that. Like I like to like dab a little bit on each. But she's like, no, you need to try your best to kind of finish the book, so that you feel accomplished or whatever. But I just find it so hard to finish one book. I like to dabble in different books. But I'm trying. I do like this Reflections of Emma. But the other one, there's a few of them that are kind of calling my name and I kind of want to go touch them. But I haven't done it. And then I have the one from Elder Holland, Broken Things to Mend, that I want to touch too. I want to get into it. And I don't know, guys. I might get into them because I want to learn different things and I want to be able to talk about different things and stuff. And so I want to, learn from different books and share different things that I've learned. And yeah, it makes for great talking points and things, things that will help me open my mind and maybe help me in my life right now. Look, this Reflections of Emma book is helping me feel stronger and help me be more uplifted today. So reading definitely has a way of doing that. So probably my dad siempre decían, a ver si levantan un librito, a ver qué aprenden. He would tell us to pick up a book to see what we would learn. And I totally agree with him. He was a very knowledgeable man, that daddy of mine. He had so many books. He had a huge bookshelf that he always loved having a really big bookshelf with so many books. And I'm glad to say that I kept some of them. Granted, my dad's book interests were different than mine, but I did find some little hidden treasures in his stuff. When my mom allowed me to look through his things, I was able to grab a lot of books that I would be interested in. I was able to find some from President Eyring, which I admire so much, and I love him so much. There was The Mormon Scientist. There was Standing for Something, which was from Gordon B. Hinckley. There was, what other ones? I'm trying to think of the names. How to Live a Covenant Marriage. He gave me that one right after getting married. I also got the one of Hearing the Voice of the Lord, which I took all the time when I would go to the hospital to watch him, or I would go to my mom's house and watch him. And so I would take that book all the time, and I still haven't finished it, which I need to finish it. So I need to finish that one too. So yeah, haven't been able to finish it. So those are some that I wish I would have done videos on and put them up on my YouTube channel, but I just never got the chance to do it. But I definitely recommend that book. I think it's amazing. So he did have some good ones. There was one of Gordon B. Hinckley that I really wanted that my mom didn't want to give me, and I hope she still has it. I hope it's still in good condition, because she had some that were stored and some of them went bad because she had left the box outside by accident and it rained and the books got ruined. So I hope that book was not ruined, because I really, really wanted it. And as much as I begged her for it, she didn't want to give it to me. So hopefully I get my hands on that book. I really, really want it. I don't remember the name or the title on it. Sorry, not the name. The title of it. But I remember that I really, really wanted it. I don't know if it was one or two books, but that one I do remember that I wanted. Yeah. I don't know if she stashed some away, those that I wouldn't find out about, because, my mom has a tendency of doing that because she knows I'll take things. No, I don't take things without her permission. She always, is the one to tell me, do you want this or do you want that? But since she gave me first dibs on the books, well, I went a little crazy with them. So she was like, okay, yeah, it's enough. These are mine. I'm like, no, Mom, but I really want, no. So anyway, I'm so glad that I still kept some of my dad's books. she's still giving stuff away here and there that belonged to my dad. And she'll be like, Mija, do you want this? Or Mija, do you want that? A lot of the sheet music that my dad used to have, like piano music, because I remember going to Mel Hart's with him and, you know, walking to the back of the store, and they had a section where they had like all the piano sheet music, and he loved going there. Just like if it was like books, he would take me to the library and he would love to buy books, or we would go to the, I think it was called the Walden bookstore at the mall at that time. And I loved spending time there. That's when I started learning to love books and stuff. And so, those are some of the things that kind of stayed with me. But the sheet music, he did leave them behind. And so my mom ended up giving them to my older sister because she's the one that plays the piano. I don't think she's given anybody else anything. A lot of the clothes, well, my brother stayed with. I don't know what she's given to my brother Roy. I know she's given him stuff, but I really don't know. My little sister Robin, I'm not really sure. You know, that's between my mom and her. I really don't know. Well, anyway, the kids are out. They're here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the live. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of time with me. The sun hasn't come out yet, but there's some light coming out. So I guess I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys. Have a good day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.